how many steps I've taken?
See what?
Because you guys want to check your heart rate all the time.
Oh yeah.
You know my phone can check their heart rate.
So can mine.
It doesn't have one like
So can mine.
Look at this pile of sticks.
Yeah.
I'll beg it.
Why does it say no freckles?
No freckles.
Stop! Nobody told you to ask any questions yet.
Oh, and you were told not to undo them.
Go
I
get
didn't.
your computer.
Didn't do that.
Take this.
What if mine fell out?
Jamin, take that.
Does that count?
Did you
There's a bundle of sticks on my desk.
Mine too. Oh.
Actually, there's 3 bundles of sticks.
Who doesn't have a bundle of sticks yet?
Right, me.
Who doesn't have a bag of sticks?
Haley doesn't.
Anybody else?
No, because we're
Hi,
separate.
Haley. Who else am I missing?
Me.
We're on the same.
Is somebody gone?
Now we're not.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
No,
Oh yeah.
there's 15.
I don't know what you're over here.
I gotta figure out what color your shirt
You
is.
give Jamin one?
Riley.
I did.
No,
I need a
Riley.
picture.
Riley, we'll check your travel out.
Who stole my chair?
Really bad.
Hey, man.
Savage.
Does anybody
Sure,
not
report
yet
that.
have a bundle of popsicle sticks? Okay,
I guess that's you.
I made 16. I have 4
One.
piles of 4.
Magenta? I don't like it.
Magenta?
12, 13, 14, 15. There's only 15 left.
Does James have one?
Hot pink.
Yeah.
Jamin has one.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3. Oh, I don't know if I counted page. 1, 2, 3,
Schneider, I mean,
4, 5,
I like how they
6,
get
7,
the
8,
hot
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Someone does not have one.
That's my point.
Daniel, do you have one?
Maybe you actually made some.
Hold up if you got one.
Bundle of sticks.
That's okay.
Jamin does too.
We all got one.
Jamin does too. And you all have a numbered stick.
Yes.
Yeah. Life is good.
I just went back to my spreadsheet. There's 16 kids supposed to be in here. All right. Have you been to Edmodo yet?
Yeah.
Did you read the instructions in Edmodo?
Yes. It says listen for oral instructions.
Yes, it does. You're about to get those. What does it say right after that?
They will not be repeated ad nauseam.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Awesome.
Somebody figure out how to say it.
Nausea.
Nos.
Ad nauseum, which means
Drugs.
More than one.
until you throw up.
What are you doing tonight? 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 What are you doing tonight?
Playing the basketball
What are you doing
game.
tonight? What are you doing tonight? What are you doing tonight?
Until you get sick of it. Ad nauseum.
You shouldn't even tell me to shut up. It must just be you shutting up.
Ah.
I'll be right back.
Did they print right?
They did.
You're not having a hot pink. Why are you talking about my pants?
Spasma?
I still got
Spasma?
What's that?
I still got one from when I was
A
a
spaz, moron.
What did you do?
I was like,
Right here. Oh yeah.
Right here.
Not to spawn.
You!
What do you mean?
Are we over it yet?
Yes, guys, everyone chill.
God, I'm gonna throw it in my face.
The only reason we're waiting is because I can get monkeys to behave better than this. And I'm trying real hard not to be insulting and or cranky. I might have failed. On
Bravo.
the insulting part.
I'm
So,
mad about it.
you have been given sticks that have on them what?
Traits.
What kind of traits?
Genetic traits.
Phonetic.
And why do we have to say genetic traits? What else could it be?
Changeable traits,
Like,
like hair color.
where did those come from?
That you can change up the hair.
How about
color.
personality traits?
Oh, you can change your personality.
Does traits ever get used with anything besides genetics and personality?
Yes.
Behavior? Behavioral traits? Okay? So, you have traits. Ignore the traits that are in your genetics and use the traits that are on your craft sticks. Those are the traits that you have. You are going to be asked today to breathe.
Wait.
It's the science word.
It's on YouTube.
It's the science word. Okay?
You're making bunnies.
You're gonna cross your genes with somebody else's genes. What is that when you look that up?
Exchanging DNA.
When you cross the genes that you have with another organism and you make offspring, what's that called?
Genetically modified organisms.
You can just say we're gonna
It is.
reproduce with each other.
In science, there's really not very many other
Mating.
words for that. Mating is one. Okay?
Describe
But now that we got that over with, maybe we can move on and we can actually learn something today.
I don't know, that's kind of funny.
Or maybe you can show what you've already learned if you got this. This is probably your last genetics assignment.
Yes.
So this is your chance.
He's misstating that. It's probably your last Punnett square assignment.
Right. Right.
You're still in genetics.
So this is your last chance to improve your grade if you already have this. So don't be screwing around. And there are some things in here that are kind of challenging. You may need to do a little bit of research to figure out what the heck is going on and why did this happen and is this right? Because I'm not answering is this right.
I just don't want to do it. So.
Get over it.
Now,
No,
you're going to cross with 4 other people.
no.
You have 4 traits. How many crosses is that?
16.
Way to go.
We can multiply.
You can do my.
You are smarter than a 4th grader for the moment.
Did I watch that show on some of those topics? I've never heard.
Yeah.
More than a
Chill. I know. You have been given, or will be given,
They already have it.
on that piece of paper,
Oh, my bad.
a way to document what you have done and the results of your experiments, because you are basically conducting 16 experiments.
Woohoo.
You need to figure out how to best
Just listen.
document that, and you're not documenting anything ever for yourself. Every time you write something, whether it's digital or in pen and ink and pencil, if you're documenting it, somebody else is going to look at it someday. Are they going to look at this and think you're a moron, or think that you know what the heck you're talking about?
Probably think I'm a moron, and I'm okay with that.
Then you should probably change what you're putting down.
No,
Okay?
I could care
So
less.
do this like somebody else is going to look at it and have to understand what you did. Just like all the
This
other
is such a
science things that we've asked you to do.
I'm gonna do it with no one.
God, I
Anything
hate it.
along those lines that I left out.
No. There is one more thing we need to tell.
What's that?
You all have a numbered stick.
Yes, mine has a 57 on it.
You are either going to, and I wrote all the numbers on the left-hand side of the stick, so if you're debating between a 6 or a 9, just ask me, I'll tell you which side.
No,
of the stick
mine is
I wrote
on
it
the right hand side.
Alright. You're going to match up by finding the person who is either twice the number you are or half the number you are. So if you have a 16, you're gonna match up with number 8. If you have a 4, you're gonna match up with number 2.
What about 3s?
Mine's
Nine.
hard.
What about 1?
4s can match up with 8.
16.
I have 5.
It either has to be twice or
Who's
half.
got 26?
I have
What about
5.
1s?
Nobody has a 26.
No.
We don't have 20 kids in our class.
Half.
I have 5. You can't do half of 5.
Correct, which would be 7.
7.
Yeah.
Alex, that's me.
No, 6.5.
Actually be a 6.
Times.
Mrs. Schneider,
Or it'd be a
you
6.
can't do half of 5.
Half of 5 is going to be
2.
2.
And what's
Actually, it's going to be 3.
So I
Three.
go, I
What do
go
you
with
wanna
the
do?
You
2.
round the...
Do I go with the 2?
Who has
Oh.
3?
I can match you.
Okay.
Yeah, might as well.
No. Figure
Sorry?
this out. 16 and 8.
Who's 16?
15 and 7. 14 and 6.
Oh, 15 and 7.
That's
So
not
that's-
right.
So,
Oh, who got
Who has
4?
12 or 3?
Stop and listen to it.
Highest and lowest.
Who has 2?
There you go.
Go.
You can do that. 16 and 1, 15 and 2.
Then you said
Figure it
the
out.
Go
Go.
from there.
Brooklyn.
What about 5?
Oh.
Not doing that. We're
Who's
doing
got
it.
one?
Hey, who's got
Figure it out. Go.
I'm tired
I
of
got
this.
15?
Trevor.
What are you going to
Who's
match
got
with?
2?
Who has
2.
I don't even know.
Who has
him.
2?
Stop and listen to what he said to you. Highest and lowest. You're going to meet in the middle.
And you're going to have to move your keister.
No.
Trevor.
16
Go.
and 1.
15 and 2.
That's far
14
enough.
and
That's
3.
far enough.
The first
Let him
time.
figure it out.
I'm thinking out loud.
Okay.
No, think quietly.
13.
Trevor.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Mr.
Go.
Schneider, don't we need more of these?
No.
Who's
16
11?
combinations.
Turn the paper over. You're in a 4.
Who's 11?
10 and 7.
Ah, we're part.
10 and 7.
I
Who's
too am
10?
smarter than a 4th
What number are
grader.
you?
Hey,
Right,
10.
right?
I'm 5. I'm
I got a
5.
final center move. I'm telling you.
10 and 7.
What number are you?
I'll do more about you.
I don't know.
I'm coming to screw
Yeah,
with
8 and
you.
9 are together.
Yay!
Here, hold on.
We know we're gonna keep live with each other.
Hi, guy.
Stop. No, go away.
But this is our assignment.
No, we're making bunnies.
So 1 and 16, 2 and
No,
15,
it's our destiny.
4 and
I have
13.
I have brown eyes.
Who's 14? Now, cool.
So we're not doing the double and half.
Jamin, what's your number, kiddo?
Let's start with the black hair, brown eyes.
No freckles. No.
Gracie, you want to move my bag on the floor?
What is this?
So they're partners.
I'm gonna come around and steal your numbered sticks.
So we have to like put your name on top of the Punnett square.
Blonde hair.
Use the Punnett squares will document the outcome.
Wait, what is this word? No tongue what? No tongue what?
Hi, Hunter.
H?
So we have to Google which trim is out.
Hello, Hunter.
Which trim
Can't roll their
is out.
tongue like this.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, it's got brown eyes.
This way?
Yep.
I can do that.
Don't worry about it, Daniel. Work on this one.
Sorry.
I'm with you next.
I have a feeling that thing's gonna stop.
Worry about things you can control,
I don't
Dan.
even think.
I
Work
can't
on
control
Direct
it.
line of sight, and the computer's all getting in the way.
Gracie, first time out. James, because we're doing this 4 times.
Brown eyes and no.
You're switching 4 different people.
Wait, so time out. Alright, so I need that still.
It's a number. I need your number still.
So it says that we have to like cross them. So do we give our 6 to them?
You're literally putting your alleles together.
We are breeding.
You are breeding. So do the freckles first. What do you have?
No freckles.
Great. So what are you doing for Punnett?
Is that true of you?
Those 2. It goes on top of it.
I don't know, but all you
Well, you're gonna identify the name somewhere next to the box. These are all the ones that are Hunter and Mason, right? So this is the freckle Punnett square. What alleles are gonna go up on top?
Holy cow. Me and James literally have the
Not
same
the
one.
words though. Remember, you're looking at alleles, and alleles are the genes, right? And then what's gonna go over here? Because one of you is the mom, one of you is the dad.
Hunter's the mom.
Okay, that's perfect.
So can you
Awesome.
put like
I'm in May.
You two decide what it is that you're doing, okay?
Oh
You
my
know
God.
how to do a Punnett square here.
2 and 4.
I know you do.
Yeah?
I have full faith in this.
We're exactly.
Done Punnett squares.
Yes, how do we do that? Do you just
I'm
write?
gonna assume that we're all. Okay,
Oh, do you have the
freckles.
same ones too?
Since we both don't have freckles, put lowercase.
you put capital F lowercase?
No, just put lowercase for everything.
I'm like, how am I supposed to write?
No, but you have to have a capital on one side.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
Boys, how did you know how to write these?
I don't even care.
Did she tell you how many
So
boxes you
then,
need
since
or
we have no
whatever?
freckles,
gonna
it could be
assume
Hunter's talking to you.
Hold on, let me think.
One genotype.
So then we put big B and little b?
We put B in
Where's my other?
one box.
Oh,
And we do this one for this box.
Can you tongue row?
No.
Oh yeah, because you need 4 for 5. Okay, so.
What the fuck?
So like for brown eyes, do we
So I know,
put
but
B?
which one's
Big
going
B,
to
little b?
Miss Schneider.
Don't tell her.
No, I'm saying that we are.
No, Hunter, go away.
I'm gonna assume it's
Weird.
but we don't know if it's recessive.
We knew it. Match.com.
Oh, sorry, I took the computer back.
Okay, so blonde hair would be all.
What are the alleles?
Wait, you have blonde hair too?
Yeah, that's what I mean. We have the same traits.
And that's what you need to
No
find out.
tongue
Do you
row.
know what the
Capital
capital
or
for blue eyes?
lowercase
You've done
b.
blue eyes and you're up on the board
And
with
then
everything else.
all
So on top you
So
put
then
mom.
brown eyes.
lowercase b for.
No, since both are brown eyes, capital
Okay.
B.
You're doing this, and there's
And on the side.
Why do you
make it
Brown eyes.
And you're gonna do that and then you're
Brown.
done.
And you're gonna write down all the possibilities.
I was thinking of like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Lowercase b for you.
I don't know. That's
Now what?
Gracie, that's what we're testing to find out where you're at in this
Mrs.
process.
Schneider.
So if he's blue eyes, he has 2 recessive.
We have the exact same ones.
Congratulations.
Our question would
So
be,
can you have a wrong answer?
Since brown would be down.
I
But is it really hard to get a wrong answer?
See.
Green is down.
Do you understand
Mrs.
this?
Schneider,
Can you look up everything you don't understand? If you're not sure, can you look it up and just double check? And there you go. There you go.
Mine, I have.
How do you get brown?
I don't know,
What are the alleles for brown?
is it AR or
Big
ER?
B and little B.
We're not
This is
using.
what
ER.
it is.
AR?
ER.
ER?
This isn't about handwriting, it's about showing us what you can do.
Is it heterozygous or
Showing us what
homozygous?
you can figure out, showing you what you
Yeah,
know.
you have to.
So like we have
Be
a
either.
little dominant.
So what are you gonna do then?
Genotype.
For all the possibilities,
I don't know.
Or for
Is it possible to
why
have
don't
both?
you do 4 for
Yeah.
each one?
How could you possibly show
because
both?
you would have dominant
See?
and recessive, or
That's
recessive.
called heterozygous.
Because there's only-
Yeah, I know, but you'd have a dominant pair on the top and a recessive pair on the side. Or you could have a recessive pair on the top.
Again,
In order to stop me from answering your question 8,000 times,
do what
since
you
I've answered
think you
it
need to do.
twice already. If you have a trait and you're not sure
Mrs.
if the
Schneider.
genetics of your trait are heterozygous or homozygous, you should probably draw in another Punnett square next to the one that's there, because there's only one Punnett square for each trait. Okay?
Just wanna get it done.
So draw in a second one and show both options.
Mrs. Schneider,
If the parents'
question.
genes are homozygous, if the parents' genes are heterozygous. There's room on that sheet for you to actually write in about 4 total Punnett squares for each
You
trait.
have to fill them in.
but aren't
So if you
Oh, yeah.
need extra squares, make extra squares.
go-
Demonstrate the genes in the offspring. Demonstrate all of your knowledge. And make sure that you are writing
I'm really bad.
words and stuff that show that you know what the heck you're doing. You're not just scribbling some stupid letters in a box and moving on.
At the top of your own sheet, please put your 4 traits at some point in time too.
Oh, yes,
Put
good
your 4
idea.
traits.
We need to put who we're with.
For each set of.
Are you gonna be with different people every,
We're gonna do this 4 times,
Yeah.
4 different people, Haley.
what's necessary to explain? Are you gonna have to write
Yeah,
heterogeneous and
just
homogeneous?
do one.
Wouldn't you write that
Heterozygous,
for?
homozygous?
Because then,
You're gonna have to write those? You were also asked to write a genotypic and phenotypic ratio?
you guys are
For
all
all of your
freaking out a
classes?
little bit, you need to knock it off.
It's Daniel, I swear.
You're
Is
supposed
it
to know this stuff.
And you do know
I
this
think
stuff.
you know this stuff.
I know that
You think you know this stuff. Stop and think. Do a little research if you need to, if you question yourself. Figure it out. Get it on the paper so other people can read it and understand it.
I have no idea what that is, so.
Agree? Taylor,
Yeah, I'm there.
what is all that stuff they were just talking about?
No, see, there is 2 different
I have
colors.
no idea. I'm not sure Hunter doesn't either.
Yeah, I think you
I
can.
have no idea.
Goodness gracious.
I'm pretty sure
We
you
have
can.
2 colors individually.
I'm sure Hunter, you don't know either.
I kinda do.
Mr. Schneider?
1 second.
I don't pay attention.
Lisa, do you care about anything?
No, I do not.
I can tell.
I care less
We don't know what the other
at this point in my life.
But then
Until you fail and have to take it.
Huh?
Until you fail and have to take it. You have to just have to drop
Tell
out.
me. You got a partner. Work.
You already did that one.
I'm not going
Yeah, huh,
for
because
that.
it's the same
That's
school.
how
anyways.
dare you do this to me?
No, it's not.
Yes, it
Give me my
is.
pen back.
No.
Miss,
You have to
Mrs.
do all
Schneider.
little in one big.
I'm doing,
Me and Mason breeded.
Nice.
What?
doing all of
Brad.
How many would that
I
be?
think you did it
That'd be
right.
like 20.
fucking.
Now what do we do?
And usually.
Breed again.
Why?
We show.
Because you're gonna ask him the same
Get out
question.
here.
I'm just so
You queer.
Gracie, the only thing you're doing is you're figuring out what the alleles are.
And,
So what's your first trait for
Most of the
eyes?
time I see them added on the end in
You have blue eyes.
parentheses to
What are the
show
alleles? What are the gene?
heterozygous
What is the
means.
genotype for blue eyes?
So heterozygous would be.
I didn't care.
Yep, just like that.
So
Taylor, after you're done, I'm gonna breed with you.
Are they recessive?
Yes.
Is it
Yeah,
recessive?
they're in back withdrawal.
What? I just don't know like what. Yeah, me
You're
too.
doing a Punnett square.
Boy.
Yeah. So if you know what's recessive, what is
Cool.
the recessive genotype? It is
I
the
hate this
heterozygous
class.
I know.
I
Don't
hate
ya?
it.
Think about it.
What?
Wait, did I do this right or is there more I
Call me
need to
dumb.
do?
Hetero is two different ones. You're
What?
saying it would be a capital and a small.
I don't know, did you?
What?
Are these all
You're the
possible?
teacher, you're supposed to tell me.
Are these all possible?
Yeah.
From the genes that you
Tell me
had?
what color eyes that individual.
Brown
Not
eyes.
possible from the whole planet.
know.
Possible from the genes that you had.
For the brown eyes.
Is the dominant one and brown is dominant.
Great, so how do we get a blue-eyed
Okay.
kid?
We need
Skill points.
So is it red?
What's he got?
To kill someone.
So where does that go?
Almost
someone might
So
be-
we have that right there.
He's a queer.
He has
Where
brown
does
eyes?
that go on your
Yeah.
Punnett
Oh,
square?
well, we
Son
all.
of a.
The
Put a
exact
B
same.
and a B.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Same with
Yeah,
me.
then
What
you're
does he
saying
have?
there's gonna be 4 possible.
Where's that gonna go?
How
do you know it's
right?
Exactly.
Now match them.
I know what to do from there. I just didn't know it was supposed to be math.
You only have 2 parents.
Why? I don't
So there's
know.
only
You have
4
two blue-eyed
alleles that
people.
could possibly be making up
You're
you
thinking too much, Gracie.
for brown eyes,
Maybe
right?
Paige is dad isn't really your dad.
Would be different.
I mean,
Right.
Not my dad.
you just never know.
So are we
You don't
supposed to
have
do
my
another one?
Recessive or dominant.
Another trait.
Mr.
Or no, I
Schneider,
mean like with the
You're
blue
good.
eye or is that done?
4 is enough. You never have to go more than 4.
Mr. Schneider,
Notice the spacing? Works out perfectly, doesn't it?
Mr. Schneider, now what do we do?
Kate, so I did mine different than you did.
What were the directions?
Yeah.
Can you have a dominant?
We were both slightly confused.
I have no
And how
idea.
can
What do
you have all 4 of those filled in
I
already?
think
Because they're the
yes,
same.
Okay.
Dominant one.
because I have tons
And there's no other option.
You don't need that
They're
yet.
gonna
You need to
be
be working with Gracie.
this.
Listen to what Gracie's doing. She's gonna help you fill in your chart. What? You need a pencil.
He's got brown eyes and you got, so is there only one option?
That's not
They're
good.
gonna be this way? Actually, you probably did eyes either here or here, right?
Yeah, we did it here.
Where does it say that?
Both of them.
How do I know?
Is there only one way
Yeah,
to
so
get
it's
a
wrong.
dominant
You leave this on the table and go to lunch and I can tell this is the eyes
heterozygous?
and this is the hair?
And you've got homozygous.
Yeah, so you could just.
Ah,
That's a capital.
Right.
That's a lowercase. Those are two
you're gonna leave problems for your teacher or you're gonna straighten these out?
No, I'm gonna leave problems for you because you make me suffer through this class.
Not cool.
Well, it's only fair.
Actually, his problem is grading
No.
our stuff.
How would we write like just like red hair and brown hair?
How many
What kind of lettering would
That's
you want us to
great.
use?
Son of
Like
a
What do you
R,
think?
E?
What do you think?
Homozygous dominant?
Yes.
What do you think?
Heterozygous.
Did you look it up?
pen.
Don't know.
Jeez.
You did explain it in class one day.
Yeah, I did.
You don't know what it is.
And it's easy to find on the
Yeah, I have
internet.
brown eyes.
I was saying I know which ones are recessive and dominant. I know what those are, but I just need to
There you
know
go.
like the lettering. So I know
That's-
if uppercase or
Brown.
lowercase.
You'll get it.
If you have
No, I don't
a
think so.
dominant trait, you're gonna have to do 2 charts. That's what he said to
It's in
everybody.
my notebook.
There's actually room to write 4.
There is.
There's room to write another table.
Crap.
Phenotype.
And then all of that.
Done with the science stuff. I give up. I'm done with science. I quit.
Young people, don't do the ratios and the math until after we are all done, please.
Okay.
It's,
I'm not saying to, listen, let's get all 4 things gone through, and then you can sit down and you can look at the ratios and the proportions.
Oh, so basically.
Because you've got the data.
that's an organizing your thinking kind of thing. Get all of the crosses done. Figure out if you have to draw in extra Punnett squares or not. Get all of your crosses done and then worry about
The
all
math.
of the figuring it out. The
Mr. Schneider,
results.
So if we're done.
do you want R4 sticks?
No,
We're doing it more.
you want your 4 sticks.
Good question.
Because we're gonna go to a new person,
I
Mason.
quit.
No.
And that's the other thing. That's a time management thing. We're trying to get everybody through this.
If we
Who
had
doesn't have their first 4 Punnett squares drawn in? Come on, guys.
if we don't.
It's okay.
Well,
It's
why
okay.
didn't you guys just make
Go.
the boxes? Because we have to have 4 for each.
No, you don't.
Oh my goodness.
But not everybody has
We
to
have
have
to
it.
draw a tic-tac-toe board. Shocking.
No, you don't. You have to have 4 for each.
Actually,
Yeah, why are you doing 4 for each?
You don't have to.
But a recessive person.
Paige, you don't have to.
Killer hard. Holy
Gracie,
cow.
don't look at hers. She
We
has
did
something
it.
different than you do.
No, I know she does. I asked her why she's doing that.
Mr. Schneider, did you take these?
I took the numbers.
I only did it a long time
no
ago.
more than 4.
I have a solution.
So it'd be,
We can't
So
find what we
we don't
searched.
have to do
But I
this.
clearly don't.
And you can't find one.
Black hair over brown hair.
and this one's gonna be
Okay,
two
tongue
tables.
roll, so we should do big T.
What are you searching for?
Black hair.
No, it literally.
Take a
what are you searching
nap.
Is black hair dominant?
Would you even take a nap with me?
Sure.
If we can do less than that's.
So we can breed again.
No.
Homozygous or heterozygous.
No?
I know you want to.
So-
There's no way to do
What if you get-
No.
Okay, so now let's do.
But we both have
You
dominant.
stink.
But you still keep, you
Two of them are gonna have to be
still
careful.
end up being the same outcome, but you still need two tables.
Hair color dominant.
It's
I
hot.
guess we should
Is
probably.
the window open? No, of course it's not the window. The window's not open, of course.
Let's have
Oh,
someone
we
write
can't
it out.
open it. They
Why?
said we can't.
I already
Because
opened
it
it.
closed all the stuff around.
So?
I opened it up at the beginning and then closed it.
Taylor, these are pretty much the same, so we could do that.
Mm-mm.
No, I've been on.
Why are there people
You're
looking
gonna
through
have
that
to
person's
have
window?
one for each because the male and the
That's
female
weird.
are two different organisms.
That's weird.
Gosh.
And why is there a lightning cloud on the rug?
All of these.
That's weird also.
Okay, what's our last one?
And rain.
Danny.
I,
What do you
I
have?
just wanna know, cause somewhere
Yeah.
on the sheet has Parker in there, you have Eric written somewhere on the first floor.
Alright.
So that we know who that is, that was in the directions that you guys. We know what her traits are, so when we go to this right here, we can look at yours, and yours are
What
here.
should we do for?
So-
Okay.
Are we catching on here? Alright, so what trait are you doing next?
Red hair, brown hair.
Why?
I don't know, cause I'm not sure if the dad has, like, the dad could have RR, which would mean he would,
So yeah,
like, you
before we
have
get into
two
this, before we get into this.
recessive.
Erica, what number are you?
No, you don't.
Let me ask you this, what's down there, red or brown? Brown.
Well, we have B and B.
Parker, what's your number?
We have
So it's just gonna come out brown no
What's
matter
your
what.
number?
I don't know the answer to that.
Is that
Yeah.
gonna matter?
They're two
If,
different
if
Punnett
brown is
squares.
dominant, that's, remember, the letter that you choose.
Four different.
Oh, that's
Four
three.
different Punnett squares.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
So it'd be.
So is this recessive or dominant?
That's recessive.
What are you gonna identify
I think
that
Riley
as?
does.
Lowercase b.
There you go.
We would do.
And how's that gonna work?
Are you
Is
guys
it going
done,
to
Paige?
be,
Well,
He's done.
four.
Hunter, are you
That's
done?
actually a great chart.
Hmm?
So this one,
Hours,
this one,
hours,
one.
has to be,
What
right?
number are you?
If it's recessive,
12.
it's gonna be, it's gonna be homozygous.
So that's just in the top left corner.
Brooklyn, we don't have the same numbers. We're not having the same numbers.
Can it only be a redhead though if it has two
Why?
And also when you.
lowercase or two
Recessive?
Why do I have to match? I
could also-
Do we have to do what you guys do?
I don't like over
Yeah,
half
we have
you.
to do what you guys did because we all have the same.
But you don't have a blonde allele that you need to worry about. You only need to worry about the red. There you go.
I am in a very pissy mood.
For this one, should we do F?
I'm gonna murder
Do you,
someone.
you need to put his name beside the ones that you're doing as well. Taylor's, to identify those that are.
smelly dog or something?
No, it's a cloud with rain coming out of it, I think.
It's a pretty good picture.
And he
but,
needs to do the
then
same
you
thing
have
with
the
Paige.
smell.
So
No,
now which
Parker.
trait
I
are
think
you on?
it's a lightning cloud and a rain
No
cloud.
freckles, yeah.
I think it's what it's supposed to be.
Looking at
It's
it
a
right
very
now.
nice picture though.
Freckles are dominant.
Okay, so how are
Thank
you
you.
gonna do that?
Window, and then the other two
Hunter,
are-
you can't even
You don't have a no freckles, right?
freaking stick person.
You don't have a freckles, you don't have a dominant, right? You have just recessive. So what are you gonna do?
This recessive
It's a.
genotype.
And that's gonna look like what?
What is missing in this
Yeah,
drawing?
don't do it over there, do it over here.
I think the hair.
So do that for me, real quick.
Like they brought in a bunch of people and.
Is it gonna be capital?
Facial too? Facial.
Facial.
All lowercase.
Wait, do you draw hair the same way that I draw
That's why
hair?
he's
Yep.
recessive.
Australian or not?
He's gotta draw around the head.
Until it is.
Exactly what I do.
Like that?
Yeah.
The skin on my elbow.
Is it a girl or a guy?
Now which one are you
Or
gonna
is
do?
it? Or is
Blonde
it?
hair, which is also.
You both have
It's
blonde hair?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a tripod.
Well, it'd be the same way.
It's a tripod.
Exactly.
What you think?
See, it's not rocket
And
science.
it's recessive, right?
Yep.
How do you figure it out?
So it would just be other Hawaiian.
Dark enough for
I wonder what that is.
Are we about done? And ready to rotate?
We're working on the last one right now.
Across again? Last one?
I just have, I'm on the hardest one.
Last one.
Tongue roll to figure out if that's.
Yeah, I guess we-
What? Tongue roll is down.
Oh.
Everybody else is on their last.
Nuh-uh, mine's not.
Who said that?
Mine's not.
I searched it, I said, is tongue roll dominant, and said yes.
So no time.
Was that Billy's website?
Okay, so let me ask you a question here, gentlemen.
What? It's inherited human traits.
This is your freckles? Why do you have 2 plain squares going up?
I wouldn't trust
That's
it.
what I asked.
So yeah, that's a good website.
One.
No.
Are we sharing these good websites?
What?
Brooklyn.
Those are your 2 traits. Dominant or recessive.
Wolverine.
All
No.
freckles is
Stab.
dominant.
Stab.
Did you do
Can
any
you put
research?
those in as a comment?
You're wrong.
No.
I will do that with this one. Because this one has almost everything.
Look at your resource, bud.
Did you do any research?
No.
Bud,
Bud.
right?
No, because he always has to be right, so I was
It
able
doesn't
to
say
try.
tongue roll anywhere on those.
I'll slit your throat.
Ah, this is
Mason,
shiny.
look.
Will that one take 2 plain squares?
Yeah.
How does your dad support his farming habit, Trevor?
Tell me
He
why.
blows it up.
Just a minute, I'm in the middle of a conversation.
Because brown hair is dominant. But it can also it can be heterozygous or homozygous.
Laying on the table. I want to.
Stick in the closet.
Since
Mess with my
that's
J's.
not.
Are we looking?
Guys, I felt that.
You find the source that says that was the.
Yeah.
You're making me.
Wikipedia.
Was it?
I can feel it in
Yeah,
me.
because he does
And
that.
that's not a good thing to do. And I'm gonna bet you roll
Really?
my
Yeah.
The Chinese people who made it.
You trust us?
Yeah, you're probably blind.
Young people, this first part, the first 4 squares shouldn't be taking you a half hour. This is.
Dominant.
Well, we both have brown.
Me and Eric are.
We're done.
Oh, yeah,
I'm done now.
Yeah,
Yay.
I was already impressed with your pain.
How does your dad
I felt
support his
it.
farming habit?
that supposed to be Evan?
Support
All
is
of them?
farming habit.
All of them?
Pain for both of them.
Why?
We're wondering about this one.
Because it's the
Why is
dominant
that?
ratio.
You sell stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
darling.
people when you sell stuff.
I don't have the time.
It's
So
stupid.
I voted yes.
Amen.
So then this one's
Doubt it.
Come back
You can
with
do it.
Why last year? And so you don't get a detention again.
Even though my son calls him super speed, I think
Sure.
you could maybe keep up.
But we gotta eat first.
My son calls
No,
him
this
super
isn't
speed,
even
but you
good.
can maybe.
What is it? What is it?
Pineapples are human.
Did you see that on Facebook?
Alright, well, eat here,
No.
then go to your house.
Pineapples are
How do you know if you are?
We just eat at my house. I have better food at my house.
And then
When you don't look at it.
Erica, you coming?
For what?
Just say yes. Okay.
Where are we going?
We're
You have something
skipping
that is a dominant gene, you have.
at 12:30 to 2:40, and then we're gonna come back for Schneider's class so that we can still go to the game and stuff
Where
too.
are we going?
My house would eat dinner and take a nap.
Oh, okay.
Dude, you dominated me last night.
I suppose I could
You
skip
got
orders.
the, you got the easiest wrong, one wrong though.
Sure.
You guys
Yeah,
are
I know.
too many squares, but you're not. You got 4 of them that are empty.
Now what do we do?
You've only written on 4 of
That's
them.
it. That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
Can we?
How many times have you
Sure.
Top half of the page is
I
one
think
across.
Snapchat's
No, top
very
half
last
is one
one.
across.
We were. Bet?
Yeah.
4.
And I
You
would
would
not
have to
have
take
done
that.
that. Yeah, I still wouldn't have done the top 4, I would have gone down the last.
What?
I was on the top 4.
You never know.
You mean the one that told you that no freckles was on
Yeah,
dominant?
that was lies, like Wikipedia lies.
What?
The iPad's here and everything's not.
you didn't know freckles were dominant?
You have 3 minutes
So what?
to finish this first
And then we're
one.
rotating.
Does that mean the math is
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
And you guys are done?
Does that
You
mean?
guys are done?
We think so.
You guys are done?
Yeah, yeah, still back.
Brooklyn, Brooklyn, what number were you? Do you still have your stick? Yeah.
What number?
I got mine.
Higher.
I'm 16.
Yeah, no. Okay. What? I mean, this is like more slow.
Get mad.
In fact, I got 4 of them, Paige.
I meant to stick with your number.
We're gonna say this
You know I was joking.
Yes.
Start crying about it, Paige. There you
Why did I cry?
All of this is the recessive trait. Baldness
I know
is a
why.
recessive
Why?
trait.
Because you got shot.
Really?
Then yeah, I would.
See?
My dad has almost no hair.
Yeah, you're kind of getting
Oh,
Oh yeah, you want to see the pinnacle of?
hey, I have hope. You're supposed to look at your mother's father's. And my grandpa has a full head mix. So you're good. But my cousin has no hope. Because my grandpa, he's bald. Almost. He walks all the way up.
Oh, I bet.
I don't even know what my mom's dad looks like.
Obviously, that's the definition of beauty.
Taylor, if you stick wood through an outlet, is it stronger?
No.
Amen.
How do you get it down?
I can't even get it. Taylor, come here, look.
Hold on.
I can only get it in a little bit.
It's not a shot.
No, look at it though. Look at it.
Died like when I was in the mountain.
No, but look. Look at it. I did.
Our great grandpa Fusi died like the day after Chris was born.
Never seen the Goonies. Wow. I've seen. Mr. Snyder, have you seen the Goonies?
It came out in the 80s when I was a kid.
It's great.
It's great.
Hey, you guys! Do you, what is it, something truffle?
Right track.
Yeah,
I love that movie.
I love the
When
Goonies.
they go in
Don't deal with
the
mom yet.
cave or whatever and they
Still
find
goes
all
over
that
here.
gold
What are
and
the
that
genotypes
shit.
that goes down there?
Hey, you guys!
I didn't even think about it.
it.
I wasn't even thinking about it.
Yeah, do the truffle shuffle. And he goes
Yeah,
up
leave
on the
this out
boat
of the
and he has his shirt and he...
What is this? Oh, Mr. Clean?
I think my favorite part though is when he's in the closet with that dead body chunk.
Because what you've done
And
so
then
far,
lines
you've
on
done
him.
homozygous
Yeah.
dominant, and you've done homozygous dominant.
Sorry,
You have to do
Apparently,
that.
the guy who plays
But my
Sean.
Did you hear me?
question is going to be, is it going to change?
Oh, I'm surprised.
What if you have?
Puberty hit him.
Oh, wait.
Heard you come down the stairs.
Oh, did you hear the beats?
Maybe a little bit
That's
after.
like every
I don't know how you couldn't.
ever.
Because.
Yeah.
They like,
Except for Phil.
This is him.
Are you sure?
How long? You weren't up there very
It's
long.
nothing.
I only had legs.
Nothing.
Like, I only did my squats and my
gosh.
deadlifts.
Nothing.
Yeah, every day.
Remember who
Every
you have.
day.
We're
No,
gonna-
it's an actor.
Sophomores, remember who you have. We're going to switch you because some of you are just sitting around. So we're going to switch you. You may be able to go back at the end of this to fix some of those thingies.
Question, if I look at your sheets on Saturday to grade this, am I gonna know who you crossed with?
Yep.
Is the name of your partner by the 4 boxes?
yeah, it's on top.
Have you divided your page so that we know which crosses go with that partner?
Yep.
All right, couple more rules here. These 8 people here are going to pick a name out of the box. They're going to find their partner from you guys over there. If you happen to end up with the same person, what should you do? Not say, cool, we don't have to do this.
Yeah.
No, you need to find a new name. Pick somebody.
I almost built that anyway. She's been peaceful track from the sister, but now she's like,
You're picking a name.
slug, putting in your pillow, a 38 slug.
Yeah, but didn't you throw Erica's and Parker's away?
Tell. No, just put your names on. Tell them what you have.
Oh wait.
I have Erica.
Hang on.
Riley.
Gracie.
Where's Erica? I have Daniel.
Wow.
Oh, try.
You have to have one of those people, young people.
Spooning.
No, Brooklyn. Haley, you didn't listen. You have to have one of those people.
I got Erica.
Who'd you get?
Okay, come here.
I have Oh, I say
So you need to
That's you. That's you.
Names? Names?
No, Ty, just stay there.
We're rock, paper, scissors.
Back in there.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Rock,
Paper,
I
scissors,
had
shoot.
you, now I have Erica.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Paper, scissors, shoot.
I won!
Do it,
Get over here. No, we didn't now.
I need to kill myself.
So find your people.
Ouch.
Paige, I'm with you.
Anybody have a name stick yet?
Did you draw pictures?
Come on.
This time?
What? Mason, you have somebody? Taylor, you have somebody? I'm asking you, did anybody come claim you, Taylor? Guess what, Haley, you're claiming Taylor.
She already claimed me.
I don't claim
I
her.
can't because Isabel has you, but Isabel
She
first
picked it. She threw it in and she pulled it out.
Good deal. On a stick.
This should go much quicker now.
I doubt it.
Okay. So,
What are we doing here?
Okay, let's do it no first.
I saw we.
Wait, which one is I'm the boss.
that's not mine.
I know it's mine. Damn it.
Okay, so we'll do eyes.
You have red hair? Oh, you soul stealer!
I'm sorry.
Jeez.
Really, Isabel? I have to make a line.
Okay, just copy me.
Really have no freckles.
Yeah, our kids aren't gonna have any freckles, okay? And they're gonna. Ooh, we have 2 recessive. You're gonna have to Google that.
Google.
Say, is blonde or red hair dominant?
Okay, now blue eyes. So those are both.
Okay. What are you
Small beans.
Wait, freckles is down.
We both have tongue roll, so
Recessive.
can I do the two?
Fuck.
And I already have that. No freckles with me. You have no freckles, and you have blonde hair.
Me and Jamie have nothing in common. Everything is the opposite. Is this one gonna go faster?
Yes. No.
Except,
You got it all figured out?
I have a question. If we have 2 brown eyes, we'd both have. You'd have to make like 3 boxes, wouldn't you? Because you could have 2 dominant. You could have a dominant and a recessive, or one person could have 2 dominant and one person could have a dominant and a recessive.
Red hair and
Red hair's dominant over blonde. Your kids are gonna have. Okay.
You're saying blonde and red?
Yeah, so blonde.
Nice.
Red is. So now I have to do.
What if the blonde is a guy and he has a red beard?
that'd be pretty cool.
Then you'd have a blonde and a red trait.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
It happens.
Does it really?
Oh, then just do.
Dude.
Beard hair goes red more often than head hair.
Mr. Schneider, we have a growing fondness for recessive alleles.
Boom. Okay.
Sure.
That's awesome.
There's your opposite right there.
Haley has brown hair too.
So this one need to.
Both have brown hair. So how do you have blonde here? Because she said that not the recessive one of brown was blonde. Oh, so then that's right. You don't have to do another round thing.
Okay, I have a question. Blue. No. If I have red hair, even though red hair is a recessive, but it's dominant over blonde, would you make it a capital R on the Punnett square, or would it still be
No, we're
lower?
No, we're gonna do it down there, okay.
Yep.
So,
I don't know.
this.
Do you have blonde at all? Are you dealing with blonde?
Yeah, we have blonde and they're both recessive. Red is recessive and blonde is recessive, but red is dominant.
So what you need to do is figure out how you do it when you have 2 recessive genes, one that is more dominant over the other.
This one has.
How do you identify that on Punnett square?
Wing it.
And yes, we intentionally gave you some challenges here.
Wing it. Hope for the best.
Blonde down here.
There you go. Just let the bunnies go.
Oh, search
See what
it.
they can tell.
Search it.
First watch.
Just give me your computer.
2 alleles that are recessive.
How do you make a Punnett square 2 recessive parents?
No, because that's going to give you homozygous,
And the other one
recessive,
could
and
be-
homozygous recessive. That's a pretty simple
There you
one,
go.
right? So what you need to do is, because you've got
That
to be
means you
complete,
can't do
blonde
any
is
one
actually
square.
complete.
So how many squares do you
So you
need?
need to figure out how you
You
do
need
an
2 for this one.
incomplete Punnett square.
And
How
2
many
for
do
that
you
one.
need for this one?
One.
Phase is incomplete.
Incomplete.
So,
You're making me do this
3 squares?
Punnett.
science crap.
Would it be
This one can
incomplete
have 2
dominant?
different options. So I can
Or
give you
just
this hand,
incomplete?
or I can give you that hand, but you can only give me one hand.
This is why it
So
takes
we
so
compare
long
it to
because I don't know anything.
Because I don't.
Look at
It takes so long because
images.
she doesn't know anything. And Mr. Schneider, we do have
I'm
our
the
first
same way
really
as
big
her.
challenge over here
Oh,
because we have a
wait.
blonde genotype and we have a
Oh,
red
yeah, both have
genotype.
brown
Yes.
eyes.
Me and Parker are done.
Skill.
That's not huge.
No, I know it's
Would
not
be like
huge.
this?
We gotta do the
What's RW?
I don't know.
So you're looking.
That's
when
red and white.
when you do research, we don't look at pictures for research.
Yeah.
So
Read.
I really don't know what I'm doing.
We also don't
Yeah, you
look
do.
at
Read.
Wikipedia.
Because we never talked about this. Oh.
I have to tell
So
you.
it would equal pink, red and white flower equal pink.
Yes, but you're not dealing with flowers,
Or king
kiddo.
with hair,
So
but
red and ginger. I mean, red and blonde make strawberry.
strawberry.
Strawberry
There you go.
blonde.
Wouldn't that be awesome if it worked like that?
No, I say they probably mix and they make brunette. That's what they would probably make.
What did you search for?
I don't know why, but
I searched on like an incomplete punch square.
I think what are you struggling with?
Because that's what she told me.
Which one is?
Did you go back to your search?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Go to the end of it and put in space red hair. And when you read the little blurbs underneath them, do they say stuff about? Oh, that one says red hair. It also says roan, so it's talking animals, not people, but that's okay.
Right?
Whoa.
This one.
This is too many
This
big
one we
words.
know for sure.
But you're supposed to know all these.
So there's
I do, but
See?
but they're just defining. They're defining them. They're not.
dominant trait. For this one, we
Okay,
know
now
for
it's
sure
the same
there's a
as
dominant
mouth
one, so it could be B,
No, don't put it on.
B, or B.
It's recording your voice anyway. It's a thing.
So then you could pair this one with this one, and then this one, that one, so you only need 2 squares.
Those are a mess, aren't they? Okay. So let's try this.
Like that.
Oh.
Now we can do something else.
Okay.
So we can do brown eyes.
But I know that red is dominant over blonde. I just don't know how to make the punch square because since they're both recessive.
So,
They're both
what's
recessive.
the
So
deal?
would you
What
have,
letters
like-
are you gonna use?
R, because red is dominant.
Okay.
But I was questioning, do you make a lowercase r or a capital R since it's recessive, but technically it's dominant?
I thought you told
So-
me that the R was, that the red was
This is the same thing.
You use both.
recessive to the blonde.
You could, yeah,
That's what
you
you
do
brown
do.
eyes.
capital R, lowercase
No, I said
r.
both are
I don't know
recessive
why
and
we
the
have
red
all
is
different
dominant
ones.
over it. So I don't know if I should make the R's capitalized or
I don't know
lowercase.
if brown eyes are recessive
Go.
or.
There's a rule. There's only 2 things go in there.
You go capital R,
Brown eyes
lowercase
are
R,
dominant.
lowercase R, capital R.
Green
Why?
eyes.
That's how it
They're
works.
both dominant.
Why?
It's like how every other Punnett square in the world works.
Hang on a second.
Well, I know.
Which one do
You're
you
not,
have?
you're not
Red
wrong,
hair?
just listen.
I have
Just
red
listen.
hair,
No,
okay.
brown
You
eyes
have
for
red
sure
hair
is
and he has
dominant.
blonde hair.
Just listen.
You for sure have
So,
These are his.
where does the male
a
go?
big B.
Male, I've always put my partners on the side.
Okay.
Well, because they're not determining who's male and female,
Right.
so it doesn't matter.
And that's fine. So what do you have
That's
to put
for
down
sure.
for him?
You figure
With
out this
his,
one.
So you
Blonde
have
hair.
two lowercase r's. Or you'd have 2 recessive, right? You have 2.
Are they dominant?
I thought you said you have to use the same letter
Hey,
for all of them.
don't give me a question. Give me an answer. What do you have to put down for
And,
him?
and
2
before,
lowercase r's.
okay,
Okay, then go with it.
ask him if he thinks you're right.
Am I right?
You just went through
How-
the explanation.
What is it? Hang on. If I grab this piece of paper.
You had, you
and I
have
write
the right
down-
answer.
Hey, plug this in under you.
How do we say that?
I am fed up with
Jade,
this science
or
crap, and I quit.
Right under
How do I
you.
say this?
Homozygous dominant.
Homozygous
Big
dominant
word.
J, whatever the heck it is. Okay? And how do we say this one?
Homozygous recessive.
What do we know about this one?
It's,
It can't jump if J is jump,
yeah.
It
right?
doesn't work like that, though.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Sure does.
No.
I have brown hair. What alleles do I have? I have to have one
technically
dominant.
Yeah, but you could
Allele.
also have another
Well,
dominant
that's
or a recessive.
depending
The
if brown
other
eyes are
one,
dominant or not.
Well, for me,
There's a question
too.
mark.
Both
It
have
could
brown
be
eyes.
Oh yeah.
red.
Well then.
It could be
too.
brown. It could be
Wait.
black. It could be
Probably only
blonde.
needed
This
It
one.
could be any of
this
those,
You're not doing anything wrong, I'm just curious.
and it doesn't matter,
Oh well.
because this is the
These are just like
phenotype it's gonna
photocopies.
show. So if we put down two little R's,
Work like
and we know we're talking red hair, blonde hair, the two little R's mean that this person got the
Usually,
recessive
no,
trait.
no. Usually when somebody does
Because
it,
they're both
they do it one
lowercase.
whole way through.
Is
because
that
that's
what
when your
happens
mind
when you
works,
have
but what
blonde
you're
crossed with
just
red?
curiosity.
It just happens.
It just happens.
Do blondes always have the
Bad
recessive trait?
No.
Times two.
It doesn't really say. No.
4 minutes.
Do blondes always have two recessive alleles?
Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna look up.
She said blonde's incomplete. So
Well,
blonde.
don't worry
We need
about
more than
incomplete
4
dominance
minutes.
or
So
any of that
blonde
stuff.
would be recessive.
Blonde is recessive,
Yeah.
two recessive.
Yeah.
Well, let's
And
just
If
put
they have
this
one
off to the
dominant,
side
one
right now.
recessive,
We'll
then they're not
figure
blonde.
out. We'll
Yeah.
have tongue
Question
rolls,
mark.
and we'll need two for those.
Yeah.
Then that would have to be
So then
capital
for
R right there.
tongue roll.
These have to both be little r's, or else you wouldn't be blonde.
Yeah.
Now the other one, the red hair,
You don't mind doing it.
Since it's technically it's a recessive trait, but it's dominant over
Ones do we
blonde.
need?
and the
'Cause I
only
have
ones that
four.
are in this pool are
Just look up if tongue roll is dominant.
red and blonde. So if we only put first and second
Yeah, I
graders
think
on the
it's
playground, the second graders are gonna be dominant. But if
So
we
it has to
put
be
all the
capital
grade
R.
school
Yeah,
on
we
the
already looked it
playground,
up
the
last
second
time.
graders
It's
are
not
not
so
gonna be
it's
dominant, the sixth
Yeah,
graders
so
are.
we need.
But if there's nobody out there that's older than
so we
them, they're
need
gonna be dominant,
Yeah,
right?
we need.
So they'd be
So we need this
capital
one
R.
and
Yeah,
So
so we need
so
this.
you'd have to make two though, where there'd be capital R, capital R, then you'd have to make another where this would be a lowercase r.
yes.
Okay, but this would
Does
always
that work
stay
for
the
you, Mason?
same.
Hold on, let me do two real quick.
Okay.
These would always stay the same since he's blind.
Yes.
Okay.
Taylor and
Now,
Taylor.
in order for this to show up, this is a phenotype.
Oh, that sucks.
We have to determine the genes. If blonde is recessive to her red hair and my brown hair,
And then I would have to have lowercase b.
this blonde person,
So
whoever it
this
is,
one
has to have two lowercase b.
This one.
No question about
No,
it.
that's
Then
That's the only way
this
we
one
put
and
C
this
blind,
this one right.
maybe.
Right, you're gonna buy us a new basketball court. One that stays
Probably.
clean and sticky.
It was a yes or no.
Because our
Well, I think all of those are hunted.
J's.
So, is this hair? Yeah, then you did it wrong.
Then I said click on
Sure.
So then they.
Should we just
No, you have that right if it's all B, 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 B.
Yeah, but
Because you both have brown
they
hair.
can't be capital though.
Yeah, because they're dominant.
Oh, yeah,
And then you could have two.
or brown eyes, right?
Oh yeah, this is eyes. So you could have brown eyes with a blue eye trait, or
Oh,
brown
yeah.
eyes with blue eye trait, or you could have.
Right. But if you have brown eyes, then you could have a dominant brown and a blue, and you would only see the brown.
I'm doing 4.
The blue.
Yeah.
But that same parent could have two of the dominant browns. So it could have two capital B's, or it could have one capital B and one lowercase b, and it would still be
So
brown.
then this one, capital lowercase, lowercase capital.
Yeah,
What's ours?
Your name is hard.
capital, capital,
Actually, that's
Yep.
not too bad.
capital there. Capitals always go first.
Yeah, you would need 4.
Yep, little b. There you go.
What?
It's like, okay, this describes my mother.
Top one goes down, side one goes across.
And then you have to have one more. Because one of your parents could have this, and one of your parents could have this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it doesn't matter, and that's why you only do 3.
Freckles.
Because it doesn't matter if it's
Yeah,
side,
yeah.
the final results is 3 to 1.
Yeah, so then since freckles are dominant, we only have to make one chart because we both have the recessive freckle
They're
trait.
recessive.
Right?
Wait, no, we need 2. No, so we need 4.
One parent that is hetero dominant.
Oh, I put lowercase.
It's
That has
Just
an
go,
F.
just go with the female.
undecided.
But it could be.
And make the females
It could be
0
2F.
down.
Big F.
No, because it's recessive, so it's smaller.
No.
No, that's with freckles.
And
No.
then make the
Wait, am I with freckles? Because freckles are recessive. No, no freckles. No freckles are recessive. This would definitely be FF, but this could
But
be
it doesn't matter
big
which
F,
one
little
you
F.
choose.
This
So
would
then I
be
did
big
this
F.
Because
Did Taylor have no freckles? Did
Yeah.
Taylor have freckles?
Me and Taylor both had no freckles.
No, then yours is right.
How many offspring came out
This is how we're
homo?
supposed to
That
do
was
it.
the timer, I'm gonna let
Hetero.
Mr. Schneider finish those two
If
real
you
quick.
flip these, it comes out
Just
same way.
like the blonde and brown.
You end up with 2 that are homozygous dominant and 2 that are heterozygous dominant.
These 4 people know who they're pairing up with, and these 4 people know who they're pairing up with, so go find them.
Daniel, come here.
If you all end up back there.
Time out 1 second. Everybody freeze right where you are. Are you done?
Almost.
They can
No.
go back to it at the end.
You're gonna have to come back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who has Brookline?
I do.
Okay.
Do you know what you're doing?
Green eyes.
You have to come back here.
Hard.
Gracie, this is
Okay.
I know.
I don't think I did this.
Just come like,
That was right.
just come right here.
Hey,
Yeah, because that's.
we're the
Yeah,
same
that's
except for hair color. You okay, man?
Stupid. I don't get it at all. And I really want to murder someone.
Perfect.
So,
A brown-eyed, freckled, oh no, blue-eyed, freckled, brown hair.
I.
We're both the same.
Oh good, you have everything exactly the same besides green eyes.
Lucky Jim on his
Paige, what kind of eyes did you, Paige, what kind of eyes do you have again?
I have brown.
So you had, did you have to do the same thing?
So let's start with the eyes.
Yep.
We never finished
the
it.
only thing we have
And
different
we didn't find
is
out
How
if
many
green eyes
pictures
were
did
recessive or
you
not.
and Mason have?
Me and Mason.
If they're recessive, it's easy. If they're not, you have to have row squares. So.
fuck you.
Yeah, for that. So I'm trying to find it for the last two.
Did you
people.
both
No
have
one
brown?
figured it out yet.
And you got to get away with that. Me and Taylor both had brown. We had to do all this.
So then, aren't these all the same then?
Yeah, hang on.
Is that Mr. Schneider
Because
said?
these 3 would all be
That it?
No, we would have to do 2. At least, I think.
Why 2?
It's only dominant. It's only dominant.
Spelling this
So
out.
this would be lowercase f,
So
lowercase
it's
f.
recessive with brown.
Brown is dominant over black.
So what do you need? So since I have brown eyes.
And white people
No,
only.
I have blue eyes. So
And white
green eyes
people
would be
only.
dominant in this case.
I got the first one.
That's Alex. He would.
I didn't take freckles.
So me and Hunter both have brown eyes. How many would we have to do for
3.
that?
You have to make 3 charts. 3.
Oh boy.
You have to make 3. If you both have brown eyes,
Brown is a dominant trait.
yeah.
That's
And you
what
could
it
have a
says.
dominant
So
trait. You could have
green is
Paige
recessive
could
to
have
brown, but dominant over.
homozygous, and he could have heterozygous. They both could have homozygous, or they both could have heterozygous. So that's 3. Can you count?
I wouldn't have missed this class.
We put mom.
I would help them. Myself afterwards.
Taylor is
So just like
supposed to
that?
write the same letters over and over again.
Okay, we're doing that.
So, and then the brown eyes you get to do 2.
We have to
Who's
do
the father?
eyes. We have to do 3.
Who's the father?
This one and this one.
Just wanna know.
Okay. green
Brooklyn,
eyes are
she's the
what
one that
now?
said we had to do 3.
No, I don't care who I'm gonna kill. I just wanna kill someone.
What about the brother that hurt your PlayStation?
No way.
Do Big B a little bit.
Wait, time out.
So can we put mom and mom?
And we can use her egg.
So do we have to do one for freckles?
Out of it, we can put yours in it, and then we can implant an embryo in her.
Why don't they just implant mine? Why would we go for a person make it clean?
Right, but now you can finish.
You might not be able to have babies.
Maybe your eggs have something wrong with them and they don't survive.
Mr. Schneider, can I give up?
No,
Why?
because you're better than them. Yes, you really are.
I'm not gonna go into life caring about if my kid's gonna have brown eyes and purple eyes.
If they have purple eyes, I want to meet them.
I don't, or I'm not gonna go into the field of science anyways.
Go to Edmodo.
Why is
Go to your assignment.
Nothing to do with science.
What do you think you're gonna be when you grow
It
up?
says it's dominant over blue, but I don't know if that's true.
And you don't think that a marine mechanic has anything to do with science?
No. It's math.
It's math and it's physical science.
No.
I'm sorry.
So we both have
check that
recessive.
It's Daryl Bartuni's birthday.
Because yours is like this.
Parker, did you have brown hair or blonde hair?
Eyes, right?
You have brown?
Super
I had blonde. Okay.
Yours is BB. Mine is
Green
BB
eye
too.
This one.
Instead of BB8.
Where's the flamethrower, Mr.
It
Schneider?
seemed really weird for green eyes to be
Yep.
dominant.
I think green was.
We both have them, so. You have a lot of stress,
You never
Kyle.
see dominant.
So ours is even.
Okay.
Lift some weights.
No, I did yesterday. I can't.
You don't have any more outcomes that could possibly happen.
Yeah, but you're stronger than half the people in this school.
Brown hair.
Wait, what's the third one?
You had blonde.
Okay, so we write E.
Trust me, you'll be fine. You don't need this gas.
Exactly.
Oh, I wonder what the outcomes are gonna be.
Awesome.
I mean,
Big B, little b, little b, little b, big B.
Man,
Little b, little b, little b, little b, little b.
We were surprised to find out that
Tongue roll?
normal number of digits is recessive.
Yeah,
Dominant as
Extra digits is.
that's creepy.
wait, so which one are you doing now?
No, not this one.
Hair?
So like
That's
the people
different.
who are born with 6 toes, that's a dominant
What
gene.
do I do with mine since
I
mine's
don't know
blonde?
that it's really rare.
It's not really rare.
This?
Blonde
is recessive.
It's not
for
something
that
that
one,
we
'cause no matter what, it can't be
obviously see a lot.
dominant any
Underbrown.
possible
Because we don't
form.
go
Three
around
So-
meeting people saying.
Is blonde hair dominant recessive? What are toes? And freckles are.
Extra digits is a
Freckles
dominant
are
trait.
dominant. So no matter.
Freckles are
So
recessive.
we're all very recessive in here.
We are all very
Because that's what me and
recessive.
Paige found out.
Hey,
They're
how do you
recessive.
know I don't
Which
have
is,
one?
What?
which is how
Freckles, they're
come that
recessive.
one is becoming
Freckles are
more,
dominant.
it's
No
more
freckles
pervasive.
are
No, no
recessive.
freckles.
Obvious, right?
Yeah, no freckles are recessive. Freckles are
There you
dominant.
go.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
We will not date people with extra digits.
Blonde hair.
If you really truly think about it, would you date somebody with 7 fingers?
Yeah?
Oh, no, not unless they had a lot more money than I do.
Blonde hair.
I wouldn't really
So
care.
freckles are like this.
Yeah,
A person's a person.
And a beautiful personality.
Hand jobs.
That's
always a plus.
Dominant,
It would only
we have
take
to
one.
do.
Especially if it was on the handshaking hand.
Well, I think in order to like someone, you have to have the initial
So we did the
attraction.
original one.
Like you see
There's people
someone,
out
you
there
know
that
if you're attracted to them or not.
Really?
And then you get more attracted than the
I
more
was
you find
reading
out
about it
them.
on
Can you imagine
So
having
we
a
have to
handshake
do
you can't
one
do
where
one
it
with
has
7
to be
fingers
says
and
in
money.
the
And
Two penises.
this person.
How?
Oh, yeah, the tickle on the inside, yeah.
That'd be weird.
Creepy.
It's very rare, but it's a dominant trait. It's just an extra limb,
That is
extra appendage.
third set is going much, much quicker.
That's pretty cool.
But it's taking two more things.
No,
Are we
it's,
half done?
No.
Are you
What do we have left?
Roll
you are
Tongue
more
roll,
than
sip.
half done.
and freckles.
I did the freckles.
But that's, we told you to do that at the end.
Because we
Yeah, we just blonde
Right,
hair.
but same
Blonde
thing.
hair.
That's what we
No
do.
freckles.
We'll have a magical, no freckled kid.
Ah, my hands
Oh, right. This is about the most writing you've ever had to do in our class.
My brain hurts.
Just about, except for in my notebook.
You're welcome.
No. I hate you for that.
I think that's a good thing.
You, both of you. I hate both of you for making me think. It hurts.
No.
I'll tell you get around a lot.
Go home and play some Battlefront.
R.
Like this.
Arg. Me too. Oh, we didn't need the
Now
Xbox
what do we
on
have?
that.
You guys are like super fast.
Yeah.
Done.
He just takes those.
I have no
So you could do the phenotypes and genotypes.
Turn wave stuff.
I'd rather sit around boring.
I think
Oh,
you
you're
would
doing
be
the FF capital?
anything right
We're
now.
both dominant? Okay, okay, that makes
I want
sense.
to go to lunch.
I wonder if it's.
Mr. Schneider, feed me.
I did that for hair. Ah!
I 3D printed that front end of that CO2 car.
Pick one, make sure you haven't had.
Oh,
The CO2 car I was trying to make.
Yeah.
I finally finished it.
Oh, I got another
So I'm
boy.
gonna go over
Fine,
the
I
top.
know what I'm
You guys go
doing.
to lunch
You had it.
No, I haven't.
and try and finish it.
Oh my
and
gosh,
maybe
our
Bart
there's
and
a
Hannah
hair
come
one
over here during
again.
afternoon SRB.
How are you gonna get the
Okay,
You know those
I
coffee
didn't
straws?
even look at it.
I'm just gonna cut that and use a
No,
lot.
but I mean like the things. Okay, so what we
I will put that in.
yeah.
I want to take coffee straws.
Oh, okay. So how are you gonna get those in without breaking?
Four different ones?
Coffee straws will work just fine.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
It'll be freaking hilarious
Faith,
because that
if
thing
one
weighs
is,
nothing.
okay, so tongue roll, one's dominant, one's recessive, how many do we have to?
Dominant and recessive?
Mrs. Schneider.
Maybe 3, I don't know.
Mrs.
Hey
Schneider.
Paige, do we both have tongue roll?
I have a question. Can I go home?
Yeah,
Really?
3:35.
Actually, you could go home
It's
in
dominant, so.
like 25 minutes, but then you have to come back.
I'm not gonna come back
Why
yet.
is there
Actually,
poop on
nobody
the
can
floor?
make him
I'm
come to
just gonna
school.
put this one
Yeah, actually,
first.
the state
Hang on,
can't.
let me.
Legally, that's called truancy, officer.
And then I'll just.
What? The state can like come to my house and make me come back to
Actually,
school?
what they'll do is they'll jail your parents.
When you wiggle
If
it.
you don't go to school.
Big?
Hey, it's not my
That's still
problem.
not gonna
Yeah,
make him
then
go
you
to
have to go to an
school.
orphanage or some other family.
Or I could just go to
If
Parks.
his parents are in jail, the state's gonna take him.
Because it knows
Yeah.
that you're lost.
And then they'll
Yeah,
make
that's
you
what I
an
said.
institution.
Or
His brother is
he will
Miss
never.
Schneider, I got yelled at by a truancy officer because we had a half day and they thought I was ditching.
I said or an orphanage or another family.
It's the same family.
Right. And she's gonna adopt you.
Or another family, dingus.
We have yes and.
My Uncle Bob.
Tongue roll,
Yes.
tongue roll is dominant.
You're adopted.
Okay,
No.
so you're gonna use what letter?
But how do you know?
Big T.
Because of genetics.
No, everybody has a toe. What is it that everybody can't do?
Roll.
So what letter are you gonna use?
R.
I bet Erica's adopted.
Oh, I've been using T for
I've been
tongue
using
roll.
T.
He's
I
actually
don't even know.
Does it say that?
Exactly like
No.
Jane. I
Does your
doubt
paper
she's
say
adopted.
that?
Maybe they're all.
Maybe
If your
I'm
paper says that,
adopted.
you're fine.
I mean,
If it
hell.
doesn't say that, you're
who
not
knows?
fine.
So I.
Mrs. Schneider, can I draw a stick?
Okay,
No, we already drew.
go either way.
So
Let me
I have
guess,
big
I'm probably
T's
with
all the
Haley.
way?
No, you're with me.
I bet I'm with
If it's
Haley.
dominant, do you have to
Who are you
have both
Parker.
dominant alleles?
Yeah.
Who are you
It's
with?
gonna be like
Haley.
this.
She had 2
You
girls, 2
can
boys.
be.
And then we're gonna have one that's gonna be like
Okay, we both have brown hair, so that's, oh, we have to do
This?
4 again.
Yes.
There's actually 17 sophomores.
one more.
Lauren.
That's one where you need 3.
She doesn't really count
If
anyway.
you both have the dominant trait, you need
So
3.
many little, big. Right?
This one should be going the other way around.
Does Jamin gotta do the
The
second
capital
box?
goes first,
Dragging it.
so it should be the big T on
Yeah,
top.
he has to do the same box as you
And
have.
you don't need a fourth
Cause like
because
he just filled
This
out the
and
name.
everything in the box is exactly the same.
Okay,
And I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
how.
we both know we have
She's a
dominant.
little bit of a switch.
And again, these 8 people know who they're finding.
Mr. Schneider. What is it?
Yo,
Do you have little
Alright,
coffee
come in,
straws?
Trevor. Come down here.
Coffee straws in here?
I don't think so.
Oh, and that rattlesnake in the jar. My mom's friend said that you guys had that. Rattlesnake in the jar?
Oh, you have red hair?
Like, I seriously.
I used to have a rattlesnake.
Oh no, I have
egg
one. So you have dark hair.
in the envelope.
I have brown hair.
Yeah. My kids will not be ginger.
I have brown eyes.
They could be, but both.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun.
We both have brown eyes, so we don't need to do this for that.
Yeah, that won't be too bad.
Well, I know a
We do
little
eyes
bit, but
first.
not a whole lot.
What?
Yeah, I have not done that yet.
Really? No kidding.
What?
Charlie Brown syndrome?
Yeah. Oh wait, we're doing eyes.
So what do we want to do? We want to do the easy ones first.
92. That's starting to
I think red hair is good. So you're like red hair.
Both of my boys,
Why?
they can pick it.
Since we both have brown eyes.
We got 2. Why?
Yeah, and then we have to do one where it's 2 capitals and 2 lowercase.
Because Charlie Brown syndrome
No
is
freckles,
dominant.
me and Taylor both have no freckles.
What's that?
Charlie Brown syndrome.
That's Mrs. Schneider.
Oh,
When I get really annoyed with people, that like you know how the girls go womp womp womp.
You
That's all I hear.
I don't know, Taylor.
And right now, I'm really annoyed with you two, so that's what I'm hearing when you talk. Yeah, exactly. 'Cause I'm really annoyed.
Red hair is recessive,
First, we
right?
gotta go.
Capital B, lowercase b.
I'm black.
Yeah, and then,
Yeah, it's capital B, but that capital B is supposed to be lowercase b would be.
Sorry, Taylor, I can write on that so I can figure this out. Otherwise, I don't get it. Small H, 2 small H's on top. So we need to. Blonde hair would be 2, right?
It's just, it's like all.
Blonde hair,
So
it's
then-
recessive.
This is gonna be a great time.
Okay, now what do you want to do next? We're done with those.
So this is wrong.
We're not ready to stuff down.
Let's get hair done.
Oh yeah, I have it right over here. Okay, then make another one like
Blonde
that.
hair is recessive.
Okay, so we need 4.
Hunter, we did one wrong.
Oh, well.
It's all lowercase, so that makes it simple. B, 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 B,
Then we have
B. Okay, so then
Let's see.
brown is dominant.
So we gotta go.
So wait. What
Gracie, what color
kind of hair do you have?
Brown and you have blonde, so we'll do B and B.
Brown eyes.
So one capital, one
Green
lowercase.
Yeah, we'll do capital B for brown.
So brown eyes, that's a capital B.
Brown is dominant, right?
And we'll go 2 capital B's first. And green is recessive, so lowercase b's,
Do we make
right?
Yep.
So then it's B.
instead of one?
1 minute, let me look at
We
this.
can make them a little bit smaller, looks like.
We have to, not 4.
Then how many do we have to do? 3?
Just 2.
Just 2?
Maybe we only have to do 2. No, we have to do 4.
Okay, so what did you?
That'd be small H and that'd
Green eyes,
I feel bad.
red.
To do this like all day, every day.
Oh, I hate this.
Brown eyes could be capital B, lowercase b.
Like,
Green
if I
eyes
had all the
would be
information,
lowercase b.
and then I just had to fill out the chart.
That wouldn't be so bad. Like, finding it, be like. I get so frustrated.
Okay, so now we got tongue roll and no tongue roll.
I'm gonna say for like for no freckles and freckles.
Tongue roll is
For the eye.
tongue roll is dominant.
Can I just go back to like computer programming?
Okay, I said it.
So that would be capital T
Kind of
and
fun,
capital
actually.
T first.
No, it doesn't have to be.
So then,
I'm just
We're
doing
done with
that.
hair, so we do freckles.
might as well.
So then it'd be T, T.
Do we need 2 or what? Just 2 or how many?
And I wondered about that.
Because I haven't had it.
So now we need one more.
Taylor,
Without no freckles.
did you have freckles? Or no freckles?
No freckles.
Okay, so 2.
Just 2.
Tongue roll.
So we need one that's all lowercase.
No, we'll put no freckles on top.
Okay, so then
And then,
No, it would only be because a recessive trait can't have dominant traits. Got that?
that'd be T,
Or you did that thing, yeah.
Freckles and
T,
And then-
T.
But if you do it like that.
Like that. Why'd you have 3?
Oh, okay.
That's what I was trying. Or a dominant trait can have.
How do you come you have 3?
Explain to me why.
Just
No,
tongue.
because if you're doing something just because Mr. I'm gonna say that loud enough. If Paige is doing something
Well, me and
simply
Mr.
because
Schrader
Mr.
and Hunter
Schneider
all
said
agreed on
I
it.
needed to, and now she can't explain it out. I don't know if I should yell at her or you.
Yell at him.
I can explain.
It'd be funny.
Do it.
Okay.
Tongue roll, so you can
So,
tongue roll and I can't.
Tongue roll is
So we need
tongue roll
2 of
is
those.
dominant. Yeah, right here. Tongue roll is dominant. So you have to have the big.
Yeah.
Taylor,
That.
did you have tongue roll
Then you
or
have to have
no?
them all.
Okay,
And then you
so
have to
2.
But since I
But then,
have no tongue roll,
yeah, so then
then-
that's like this one.
so you don't need 3 on this one.
So then it'd be
We're done.
So we would
lowercase,
just need
lowercase, capital,
these two?
capital.
You
Should
need
be like this
capital
one over
lowercase
here.
T.
So we'll do.
Okay, so for this one you need 2 capital T's, 2
Yep.
lowercase T's.
I don't have that. Yeah, I do technically.
The next
Right?
one would
One needs to be two capital T's, 2 lowercase T's.
So which, in these 2 diagrams, who's on the side?
did it.
I'm on the side.
These are all little t's. So Daniel can only contribute
Did you make those capital?
what kind of alleles?
I know, right? You're like, I'm
Recessive.
very-
So his is gonna be the same no matter what.
Yes.
So that means Paige is on the top, and Pages are different, which means
Mango rabbit is pen. Yes.
I need 2 big ones.
No, don't change that yet. I'm gonna give you the.
And
Put that.
nobody cares if these are flipped, Paige.
What do you need?
I'm asking about the 4 letters that are on the top. Paige could contribute. Paige could have 2 dominants or
1 dominant,
1
I'm
recessive.
gonna make this real easy for you. Look at that visually. Other than putting mom and or dad on the top, you've got the same alleles and the same genotypes. So the only thing you've done there is you just repeated.
You just flipped them from the side to the top.
So you made the homozygote, or you made the heterozygous dominant on
This
the
was
top.
big, I changed it.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
So essentially they'd just be the same thing. So when you have 1 dominant and the other person is recessive, you really only need 2 Punnets.
The only time when you need 3 Punnets is when you have 3 people, or 2 genes that are dominant. The 2 parents are dominant.
2 phenotypes that are dominant.
Yeah, that.
Get it right, Daniel.
Sorry, Miss Schneider.
Because the dominant phenotype could have 2 different genotypes.
All I'm thinking about now is going and eating donuts for dinner.
Who did this?
Why are you having donuts?
Because donuts are dessert after I eat my dinner. Duh.
I didn't even bring any donuts to school.
Mr. Schneider, how do we turn this into a moto?
You're gonna
I
hate
don't know if you're gonna.
Okay, so you got a capital T and capital T. Then you got lowercase t and lowercase t. So that one's
This would be a
inside
great thing for us to put on the
so now you got a
printer
capital T.
down in the office because it'll scan it, and flip it over, and run the next one. And scan it, and flip it over.
Did you put my
all into one file?
Did you put my game?
And then 2 lowercase t.
Not yet.
4-minute warning.
I got a big project due in my class, so all of my free time
Actually, right.
What are you
is
doing?
completely signed up. This is my last class for my master's.
2-minute warning.
I have to write a thesis
About what?
about teaching like this.
How long?
There's no length requirement,
Haley, what
but
kind of hair
I'm
did you have? Brown.
18 pages, and I'm less than half done.
Oh, God, it's so much.
I've got 21 sources, and I'm less than half done.
Metal?
What?
Oh yeah, that's the first game.
Yeah,
Why?
Tongue roll or no tongue roll?
because
Tongue roll. When's it
It's a
due?
lot of work.
yeah,
Tongue roll. Who was this with? Hunter?
When is it due?
Did he have tongue roll too?
Friday.
the same as this.
So let's do it tomorrow.
And tomorrow I have to be on the highway at 6:30, so I can be in Burke by 8.
So then
And
you
when
can
I
go
leave
home.
Burke, I get to go through Yankton and out over to Gayville and wrap a doubleheader and then come home.
So then,
And my assignment's due like 45 minutes after I get home.
so then
at
you're
midnight.
gonna have to finish it.
Has to be finished tonight.
So you have to finish it when you get home from this class, and you're basically working on it all night.
Probably.
And you maybe can work on it tomorrow when
I'm
you're
hoping
at
I can get done with it in time to go to the ball game tonight, but that's a fingers crossed and say a prayer bowl because I don't know if that's enough.
work. That flag
Mrs.
is
Schneider,
all the way.
Mrs. Schneider, do you have to do that?
She will, not yet. She started after I started.
No, thank
The
you.
8th graders didn't put the flag up all
They
the way.
never do.
I'm gonna end up with 60 pages.
How many do you have right now?
I did a PowerPoint that was supposed to just be like the main ideas and give it to somebody. It was 23 slides.
That's not bad. My mom had to do a slide, like when she went back to get her nursing degree. She made a slide that was like 100 or so, some
Ready,
slides.
ready, what bruise I got from it? From when you fell?
I was hoping I should break it.
Did he have?
Hunter, what color eyes did you have? Brown? Hunter, brown?
She had a lot of assists.
Alright, go ahead and go back to your own seats. If you need to find another partner to finish up the one that you just did, or what one that you did, you gotta get that done. We're having your genotypes and phenotypes.
I wrapped her ball games last year. She likes to go 100 miles an hour, go in the hole, get knocked down, and hope it goes in.
She fell before she even took a charge. And she came. Brooklyn, can you go with your right hand? Why did your phone, Brooklyn?
Shut up.
I know you can't dribble with your left hand. I know.
Mr. Schneider,
Neither
we
can I.
want to clarify something with the genotypes and phenotypes. You're not looking for each box. You are looking for,
It does not say write all of the genotypes and phenotypes. It says write the genotypic and phenotypic ratios.
For each cross.
That means you have 1/4 capital T, and 1/4 tall. You have 2/4 genotypic ratio. Heterozygous would be capital T, little t. Right?
So you don't even have to write heterozygous and homozygous.
Or
you
can
do.
Stop doing this.
I was trying to figure this out.
You do.
Because green eyes are recessive.
Stop and listen for a minute.
Okay.
Or I have a solution to our problem.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, this is actually a pretty good solution.
What is it?
Just don't do it.
No, see, I knew that was gonna be it.
Doubt it. Machetta, are you a mind reader?
I am.
That's scary.
And I'm a mime too.
What am I thinking of right now?
I'm a mime.
You are thinking about dinner.
How'd you know?
Because it's 10 minutes to dinner.
Yeah.
Alright. 10 minutes to dinner.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure that's what we're.
I call it
I'm pretty
lunch.
sure that's what we're all thinking about right now. It's like food. Food.
I hate this chair.
Food.
I don't even have enough room.
Chill.
That's what I'm thinking about right now. Food.
Listen to Mr. Schneider real quick.
Right, Paige?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Sure.
So what, am I done with the genotype?
No, it's not right. That's why I don't do your plant today.
I also need 2/4 heterozygous.
I have a question.
I'll be lunch.
If we just write homozygous and we don't write dominant after, is that wrong? Will we write the letters after?
Do we have to write dominant here? Looking at these alleles, I know that it's probably possible to have this at the end of one of those. Would that be, what would I have to write in front of this? I would have to write homozygous recessive in front of this, right? So if you have this, you have to write homozygous dominant in front of it. And we put the alleles in parentheses at the end so that we can double check and we know what the heck we're talking about. This one didn't show up in my offspring. Those two did. So my genotype has 2 answers. My phenotype has what?
Just as many.
Yeah. I got 2/4 that are. No, good job. We have 4/4 that are tall. Yeah. And that's all I need for phenotype.
Wait, what?
Because they're all.
Every single offspring is tall, right?
Every single one is dominant. Yeah.
2 of them are homozygous tall.
Okay.
2 of them are heterozygous tall.
Well, that's fine, because I don't have any like that.
And that's, and what did I do at the end there? When I called these homozygous tall, what did I do? What am I giving you?
Description.
The phenotype.
Yeah,
It's a
that too.
phenotype, but it's, what's the homozygous part? Yeah, I'm giving you both, the genotype and the phenotype when I say heterozygous tall or homozygous tall or heterozygous tall. Right?
Science is dumb.
So the combination of all of this is half are homozygous tall and half are heterozygous tall.
So I have to erase all of them.
You do, you have to erase it all and start over.
Or, are there other options?
Cry.
I wrote in pen.
Or you can just leave
Other
it.
option?
Burn it?
No.
I agree with Taylor.
Just leave it as it is, and oh well.
Oh,
Just roll over and put your feet in the air.
Yeah.
Mason.
No.
That's what stage I'm at right now.
On the computer where you shared it to us.
You can just go in there, I gave you the blank document, you can hit print and write all of this stuff on a separate document and staple them together.
No,
Mr.
not happening.
Yeah, you literally told me Haley we couldn't.
Chill, time out.
That is not happening.
This was an exercise in all of this, but also in communicating your results.
Good.
Okay.
Did you do a good job of listing? And when I go look, am I gonna know the difference between brown eyes and brown hair on your paper?
Yeah, we were wrong.
A lot of you did, but I don't think all of you did. Okay?
Haley, we did our eyes wrong.
If you need another
That was my
sheet,
friend. Okay.
if you need another sheet, print another sheet.
Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
I know.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I do not want a bunch of anal retentive sophomores copying their stuff over and making it nice and neat. I want the dirt.
I want
I
the
want to
first
see
sheet.
the thinking process.
You want all this scribbly
Yes,
crappy
yes.
mess? Scribbly crappy mess.
And anything that, everything should be left there. Okay?
Absolutely.
Anything that you can't fit should go on a second sheet.
Clear?
So
Oh,
if
yeah.
it's
I
due,
don't need all of this on the
Hey, Taylor.
Now,
No, your second sheet could be just this part. I would like it best if
Did
your
you have
second sheet
some-
was
I can't
just
believe he's
if
gone.
you are just simply copying stuff over because your original sheet is really messy, you've annoyed me.
Taylor,
actually
come on,
think
Chris, back
about
here.
Also,
Taylor.
you know me, you know I don't want a whole bunch of
Jacket's
extra
back here.
crud and a bunch of extra useless work. Do not copy stuff over unless it's so crappy that it can't be read.
And even then, I
And then
want
you
the
still have to
crap.
hand in the crappy.
I want
Or,
the crap.
or, just leave it.
But,
If you
okay,
think
You got like that.
never
That's a
gonna
bad
get
idea.
another
What
teacher
if we
to tell
don't
you
have
that.
And
What?
only that one, right?
He just told us wanted to do it on another sheet, it's fine.
But what if you don't want to do it
Yeah, like
on
that.
the sheet? I'm just gonna turn it on. I don't know.
I want the crap.
Well, then I'll go take a big steamy one.
oh my
And
gosh, I just wanna.
Do you want these
4
sticks?
minutes to get yourself ready to finish this.
Do you want the sticks?
If you want to print and go get it and bring it back and get it stapled together now, fine. If you need to talk to somebody about one of your crosses, do that. Do whatever you need to do. You have to turn these in next time you have class.
Oh, I can handle that.
Is anyone printing anything off?
Then you need to work on keeping track of
Do
it.
you want these back?
Yeah, that's what I just asked.
Erica, can you print me out one?
Because my computer's dead.
Yes. And you got it all over there.
Never mind.
Mr. Schneider.
You don't need one anymore? No, Taylor's printing mine off.
Mine never.
Do you want these
This might be the best one I've seen.
I don't want them next class, I don't want them to go away that far. I want these by the end of the day.
I haven't seen yours since you first.
Oh, I'm fucked.
Next class, please. She said by the end of the day.
Hang on. Where are we hanging on to?
Hang on a minute,
Hold on.
sit down.
I'm gonna go put the shutters because
Everybody take 2 chill pills. No, Parker, I told you no. Sticks, yes. Paper, no.
Hang on a minute. Here's part of my problem with giving you until the next class period.
we won't do
What you are figuring out is not that difficult. Giving you guys 4 days
It's
to
hard.
get that done bothers me.
What doesn't bother you, but
So,
That might be a good
I
question, but it might not be
personally
appropriate
think you
either.
guys are all walking out of here thinking, I don't have to do this now until Monday.
Honestly, I forgot that we had the next class.
So, I'm not thrilled with Monday.
I'm alright with that.
We have a basketball game tonight.
Counting.
Brooklyn, it has to be in by 3:30.
Can we send,
Five.
can we upload a photo of it?
Three,
Photo?
Yeah.
or
Like,
how about
She means by today.
assignment.
wait, time out. How about we do it during English today?
No, I want to actually do English stuff.
No.
Or have
I'll
it-
give you a half hour in English, because I'll be honest with you, if this takes you more than a half hour, you have 5 fingers. And it shouldn't take you that long to count.
Then you can start chopping fingers off.
Yes,
I like
we'll
that.
start chopping fingers off.
We got a paper cutter out there with a blade this long and a hinge in the corner, and we can lean on it. We can.
You can cut more than 5 fingers off at a time.
Why do you have to update? Seriously, you update every 5 days, you piece of.
Stack them up. That's why I never turn it off.
That was disgusting.
You only have
I
to
don't even
come
care. I'm
off.
saying.
Erica,
Usually
what
it's study
was
hall.
that?
I have,
I'm not going to the basketball game tonight.
it's usually in chorus right now, it's a study hall anyway, so a lot of people have a lot of time between now and 3:30.
I've gotten 10 done.
Erica.
I
I'm
know,
happy I don't have to do
that's why.
You know,
Starts to only take
Brooklyn, we never know until we get there.
you know yesterday, Like how I was in
I'll
the
give it the first half hour.
She yelled at me to get out, so I come out. I go back in and talk to Mrs. Sparks. That's what we second and first graders.
Because this is per trick, so this is only, that was before each time you cross.
I don't give a crap.
Some of them will take a little bit more because you guys shot it for 3 hours.
Hunter, let's leave now.
Take a picture of this before you
Tell
leave up
Erica.
in that other room, I won't be able to see that.
The bell rings, you can go.
So do we write it like that?
Yeah, where you going? I'll drive.
Mine is.
G for genotype, and then write the genotype.
That's what I was
Parker Pirates of the Caribbean.
So we don't have to write out
Are you kidding me?
And you only need one G and one P for each cross.
I saw
So these 4 offspring are covered here.
Well, what if you have,
If you have another one, then you have to repeat them.
even if it's for the same grade?
Honestly,
That's why,
the size of economics is the gayest class.
I don't write that.
It's not as bad as world geography because you know like he says he's
Dude,
doing a
that's
quiz,
awesome.
but
We have
he can't give us a quiz on anything because it's just like
Dude, it's a skirt by the way.
it's still dumb.
Because it sounds like an aggravated thing.
No, it's not
My
that.
only option, I keep you away from class. That's a good idea.
Dun, 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 dun. I think it's a big old stinger.
There's several of them.
Is there?
No, are you kidding me?
Only one of them said that.